Hi everyone and welcome back. I am Megan and I'm here with day 4 of the regeneration challenge. Again, you will be needing a foam roller. All right, so starting with our first 3 exercises on the foam roller, we're gonna start rolling our QL. Now the QL is the back muscle that is right here, that kind of is the lower sides of the back. So right about here, we're going to lie down on the foam roller, keeping the hips down. You're going to press into it, keeping that forearm down. If you want to add more pressure, you can lift that knee up. Ooh, and make sure you're breathing. And we're going to hold that for 30 seconds. Now, again, I'm not going to go through the full time with you because also you can adjust the time. So if you want to sit on that muscle a little longer, you may. And then we'll switch sides. And just sit in there 30 seconds at least. And again, you can come up and down, 1 to 2 inch rolls, small. Again, if you feel that knot, you can rock back and forth on it, sit on that knot for at least 30 seconds. So your time, if you have a knot, will be definitely more than a minute. And breathe and relax. Next up is the hamstring, or no, not the hamstring, the glute. We're gonna do the glute and then we'll do the hamstring, okay? So these two we've done before. Right, we should know how to do the glute by now. Sitting in the middle of the foam roller, crossing the working leg over the resting leg. Small 1 to 2 inch rolls up and down the muscle. Again, you can move the leg in and out. You can come down on that forearm if you want to add more pressure. Again, twisting from side to side. Ooh, kneading into that muscle. And then we'll switch sides. Again, you want to make sure you keep that core engaged, all right? So it's supporting you, keeping you stable. Up. And again, you can come down on that forearm, up and down, all the way to the very top of that muscle too. So not exactly the low back, but almost to the very top you can roll up to. And moving through that range of motion. Play with it, see what feels good, what gets in there deeper. All right, next up is the hamstring. So I'm gonna do one leg at a time. So placing one leg right directly in the middle of the foam roller, coming up, crossing the opposite leg over it. And I have a pretty big knot, so I'm gonna sit here. And again, you can rock from side to side. If you wanna dig deeper into the hamstring, say the foam roller isn't doing anything for you, you can always incorporate a massage ball, and what you can do is sit on it this way, or you can sit in a chair and have your legs bent and extend your legs out and come back in, and it'll really dig into that hamstring. So the ball is an option. If you have any questions about this, email me, I'll let you know. The ball can do a lot more than the foam roller, but they do supplement to each other. So again, 30 seconds each side. And remember, I'm not doing the true time right here, so it's up to you to do the true time. So after the hamstrings, we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So we'll be standing, and what we're going to do is kind of like an RDL or a good morning. So feet about hip width distance apart. We're going to have soft knees, and we're going to hinge at our hips, come down to our hands touch mid-shin, keep the belly button tucked, back is flat. We're not arching the back or rounding it or anything. We're keeping it nice and flat. We come down and we pull back up. So we push our hips back like we're about to shut the door. And this is a good little hamstring stretch. 30 seconds here, okay? Should be feeling all here, okay? And up. The next stretch is gonna be a thoracic rotation. So with our down on our knees, heels sitting back, one arm down, what we're gonna do is take one hand behind head, open up, and then come back in, just like so. Open up, tuck that elbow in. We're going to do 5 each side. Keep the core tight here. Once you've done 5, you switch. Not extra stretching. And relax. Last but not least, This is probably one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna do like a spinal twist while stretching out the glute. So you'll be lying on your back. What you're gonna do is stretch your arms out into a T. Then you're gonna take your right leg up with your left hand, guide that knee over, keeping this right arm glued to the ground, shoulder glued into a body crossover. So you'll be stretching out the glute, the QL all the way up, the chest. Nice twist on the spine. Hold for 30 seconds, and then you come back up, turn that leg down, opposite side. Twist over, and you want to make sure you gaze at the hand that is extended out to the side from you. And rest. And that concludes Regeneration Day 4. Thank you for joining me. You'll have a wonderful day. Take care.